Hello everybody, welcome to Fallout 4. We have a new build today and it's going to be here. So I wanted to build some kind of player home slash dwelling under a body of water. I thought about doing it on the coast in the Boston Harbor area, but we've got a lot of stuff there and just wanted to try somewhere else. So we are at Lake Cochituate? I don't know. I'm probably saying that really wrong, but there you go. We're there. So this is kind of the location I've chosen, and the reason I chose it is because I did want it to be somewhat accessible. So I'm going to put it at the end of this kind of walkway. So I'll probably put it around here and then just try and cover it up. And I am using a mod because basically, as far as I'm aware, you can't actually build anything underwater. So I'm going to kind of simulate that by basically using a bunker mod to put a bunker fairly close to the water on here and then kind of pretend that we're actually under the water. But of course, if you dive down there, none of that will be visible. But anyway, let's get into it. Nighttime has fallen over the Commonwealth and I've just placed down the entrance to our dwelling. As you can see, Bethesda likes to indicate things with lights, you know, sort of places of interest. So I've kind of done the same thing here. I've put down like a little gas lamp type thing just to sort of spark some interest and kind of encourage, you know, the player to want to sort of look around, see what's going on here, because we just have a lone lamp here and it kind of piques your interest. And it's a little bit hard to see, but if we just turn on the torch here, I have hidden the entrance behind sort of reeds and plants and things. And it's sort of playing on the idea of it being kind of like a manhole cover. So that's kind of the theme I'm going for. So the idea is you enter down here and you'd actually have the dwelling under the water sort of over in this area here. So let's jump in and see what we have to play with. Okay, so we've just come through the hatch here and this is basically how the mod is, stock standard. I'm just going to turn off the HUD just so we have more of a viewing angle. So you just have some simple controls for controlling power, and then you can toggle the light and kind of the fog inside the room or in the bunker. But let's just go down here. So I'm just thinking the concrete block that I did above ground, this is kind of where the walkway would be, I guess. And now we would be actually going under the water, I believe. So in reality, if you were actually to go in the lake, obviously you wouldn't see all this. It's just kind of a new kind of node that's loaded up, but we're just playing with that idea. So let's just have a little tour of what we have to play with. So let's just have a look here. I guess this is the garage part. Again, I'm not too sure what makes it a garage in the traditional sense of a garage, I guess, with, I don't know, cars or mechanic workshop, I don't know. But anyway, pretty dilapidated, I must say. Not much going on in this main room. We do have access to more spaces over here, so obviously somebody has bashed a hole through here and then is tunneling somewhere. I'm not sure what the goal is here. And we just have a large dugout room with I guess bits and bobs and somebody staying here. And we do have a tunnel system. I'm not sure I'm going to use that because this one doesn't go anywhere. This one, if I have been here before, if I get rid of this kind of net here, the tunnel system does go for quite a while, but it doesn't actually go anywhere. It's just, I guess it's just like an asset they just plonk down here. So I don't think I'll probably utilize that. Or maybe I will, but I just have to figure out what I'm going to do with it. But for now, we're just going to focus on these rooms. I guess this is kind of the main room. And then this one, I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to sort of use them for in terms of a purpose. I'm guessing this one would probably be the main dwelling area where you'd have like some, you know, like your bed set up and maybe a kitchen or something. And then this area here could be... I might dress it up. I might make it into kind of like an oasis. So I'm thinking water features, some plants, and just like a chill out area. So that's what I'm going to probably use in this area. And then this starting area is basically going to be the dwelling, I think. So yeah, I think that's the direction we're going to go. So the first thing I got to do is, I'm probably not going to use any of the stuff in here. So I got to clear it out. And we're back. Just a quick little update here. I have cleared out a bunch of stuff here. As you can see, it's looking pretty clean now, and we do have some water. Not completely sold on the water. I'm just sort of experimenting with basically levels, because I want access to this room over here, but without trudging through the water. So I do want to do kind of like a platform or something, but obviously if I do a platform on top of this now, it's going to be too high and the character's not going to fit through the doorway. So I just sort of was playing with the water itself, trying to choose the right kind of water. I want water that is somewhat see-through, so we can see the rocks and things underneath. But yeah, not like a institute water or something. And we do have the water source, which is going to be in this corner here, if you can call it a corner. But yeah, we're going to have some kind of pipe or something busted open. So I will spice it up so it won't look so dorky. But yeah, it's pretty clear in here. I haven't really kept anything apart from like the base ground and just added the water. But I think, yeah, this water level is probably a little bit too high. So I'll need to figure out what I'm going to do there. So I'm still kind of feeling this one out. Don't know exactly what I'm going to do. I'll just keep going, and I'll give you an update in a blink of an eye. And just like that, we have some updates. So I did replace the water. I think this is pond water. So you can see the floor through the water, a little bit of that transparency, which is what I was kind of after. And it's also blue, so it makes it look a little bit less irradiated, which is good. And as you can see, we do have the beginnings of a walkway platform type thing. This is basically the highest I could go with the water, where I could have a platform and still navigate through the door. Any higher and basically the character just stops, you can't go through. So I'm doing like a kind of like a stepped system. So we have the water running down like this waterfall. So obviously this level over here is a lot higher than it is over here, and we just have like kind of a ramp system coming down. So it works out well, I think, and it just kind of, I guess it does kind of make it look nicer as well, having kind of water features and rocks and things like that. If you want to know the mod I used for the water, it's SOE on Nexus. What is it? Settlement Object Expansion, I think. But great mod. Plenty of new furniture, water. Obviously, there's some building stuff in there as well. Lights and effects and everything. So it just has a bunch of cool stuff. Definitely recommend that mod, so check that one out. So the walkway I have to extend basically on one side. I didn't want to do it in the middle because I wanted it to be, the water to be more of a feature. So I'm just doing it on the side here, and then we'll sort of probably connect it up to this little bit here, and then we'll do another kind of bridge going across to here. Not much has changed in here. I've just been placing rocks, as you can see, making it look more like a cave instead of like a dugout type of thing. And we do have kind of like a water, it's looking more like a proper waterfall here, and I decided to go with a kind of a natural look rather than a pipe. So we have kind of, I just noticed it's off center, so I'll have to fix that. But yeah, just making it look a little bit more natural rather than having a pipe coming down. So we're going to run with that idea. And the goal of this room is basically, as I said at the beginning, it's going to be like an oasis. So we need to populate this whole area with plants. I'm still trying to decide if I'm going to go with the artificial light or do natural, well, not natural light, but candle light rather than like electricity. Because I kind of feel like the ready glow of the candles look a little bit nicer than kind of this artificial light. And I'm not too sure if I'll keep these because I did delete, we had some wooden frames around the entrance of the cave, so I'm trying to steer away from like the really kind of mine shaft look, which I think these lights kind of fit that. But they might be deleted. I'll just sort of play around with lighting in here. As you can see, we did actually have a bunch of lights in here that I deleted, but they obviously have baked on lighting or something, because the actual light has not disappeared, despite me deleting the actual physical asset, light asset. So I guess the next step would be trying to figure out what I'm going to do here, or starting the plants. So I'll see what is most fun, and I'll be with you in a moment. Well, I chose the plants first because obviously I haven't done much in this room. I've just put in these kind of static lights. Still not convinced on this, but anyway, let's see what I have done. So we can make our way through here, and this little area is starting to become really like an oasis, and I'm really digging the look. So I guess first thing, I did finish off this little walkway. I've put rocks and things under the ground just to really sell that kind of lagoony kind of look. I did put this kind of waterfall effect here. It's just a little bit too intense from my liking. Unfortunately, I can't actually find the asset inside the geometry to delete it. I can click on it and disable it, but then as soon as I go back into the build menu, it'll pop back up. So kind of annoying there. I have put in lanterns, so I guess I am kind of going that route of being kind of like candlelit light rather than the electric lights. So I think these electric lights will probably be turned off later on, but I'm just using it to build at the moment. But yeah, we got vines coming down the walls. This little area here has really been built out with plants, kelp, and everything like that. You can see we got seaweed and stuff as well. Not quite, you know, this is a freshwater lake, but you know. And we come to this area here, and I'm not too sure what I'm going to do with it, to be honest. I might just sort of set it up as a bit of a garden. So just put a bunch of stuff there, lots of different types, and then try and light it in a way that kind of, when you're coming through the tunnel, kind of draws your eyes to it. Yeah, other than that, I'm not too sure what I'm going to do with that section. I have looked at also looking for fish assets, but I haven't really found anything. They're all kind of just static assets that just do like a mounted fish or something you put on the wall. So I haven't found anything that works, but I think having some little fishies in here would just really sell the look. So I'll keep hunting, see what I can find, but that's how it stands right now. So I guess we just have to keep building this out. I might just do a bunch of work off screen and then show you how this whole room kind of turns out in the final look. Many hours later, and there's a reason why I'm at the beginning, the entrance of the bunker, because a lot has changed. I probably should have shown a little bit more, but let's have a look anyway. So as you can see, we have gone full on cave entrance here. I have gone crazy with this kind of lichen rock. I absolutely love it. Now, it might be a little bit too much, but I am going to dress this room, obviously, this cave I should say, with plants and things, so it won't look so repeated. So don't worry too much about that. We have lost the water a little bit. It has kind of disappeared, and I have used two different types of water. That's why you can see that color difference there. I will fix that, but yeah, I was just trying to do something. I don't know what I was doing, but anyway. Now this is basically what we're going to use for the main dwelling. It's just like a raised platform, because we do have a roof anyway, so we don't have to worry about putting a roof on our walls because it is a private space. And we just have the very kind of the bare minimum, the basics here. Just a little bit of kitchen stuff, some shelving, storage, a bed, and then a small kind of table and desk. Just trying to fill up the space, but have it look homely, I guess, as well. And we are going to turn off the lights because this doesn't make much sense. But as I said before, I'm just using the lights for building. We will put a bunch of candles and stuff around so to make it look nice. I am planning to do plants in this area and in this area, and we do have a space over here as well. So obviously plenty more to do there, but the real details have been done in the other room. So let's just have a look at that. So when you come through the main door here, you'll be greeted with this kind of little section here. I've just filled it out with kind of like the cavey type plants, if that makes sense. And we've just done some more just to dress up the walls as well. And come through here, and this is really feeling like a pretty magical place in my opinion. So I've just gone crazy with the plants. There's just too many plants to list. We have these, what do they call them in the game? I think it's the angler plant. The anglerfish has that kind of illuminated stalk on their heads to catch prey, and I guess this is just a play on that. But yeah, just great for lighting, just fills out the space as well. So I really like that. And these kind of areas, I have put in different colored lights just to sort of sell the look of just the glow of whatever plant I'm putting in there. The mushrooms have that kind of iridescent glow, so I'm kind of playing on that idea and just sort of trying to choose lighting that kind of fits with the plants that are in those areas. And of course I have finished up this little area over here. So at the beginning of the video I mentioned that first room being kind of the dwelling, and then this room kind of being a peaceful hangout area. And we've kind of sold that idea with this, I guess it's a living room basically. So we just have knickknacks, we have our radio over there, and just a place to be reading and just chilling out. And then I guess of an evening have a drink by the waterfall. There is, you probably won't hear it through the video, but there is sound effects. Maybe at the end of the video I'll do kind of like just some nice non-commentary shots so you can hear the kind of atmosphere in here, because it is pretty nice. It kind of works with the whole theme. So I'm going to spend some time on the main room, just making that room look a little bit more organic, and we'll come back and see the progress. This is really coming together quite nicely, I must admit. We have this platform at the top of the, I guess the stairs here. Just another little chill out area. We got some fog, and look at this. This just looks like its own little biome. What creatures are in there, I don't know, but it looks nice. And you come over here, and again, the same thing over here. I just love the luminescence of the mushrooms and stuff, and then these other little plants here. It just looks really cool to me. I mean, I collect plants in my office at home, so this kind of stuff is like right up my alley. Just making these spaces look really lived in and organic, it's very cool. So yeah, I really like the space, and we've kind of carried on a little bit through here as well. I've put in some artificial lights just to sort of give areas their own kind of character. And I have, if you've noticed, I have actually deleted the electric lights, so we are using the plant light and then also the lanterns and candles and things. But yeah, it just looks, the whole vibe of this place, it's very cool in my opinion. Even this area, it just looks very homely and just great place to chill. So I think we're getting very close to finishing this one up. I do need to focus on the very start of the entranceway, because the entranceway I haven't really touched. So I did put some carpets down, but that's basically it, just carpets and lighting. I will need to fill out the space, I think, because it is a dwelling, so we need an area to sort of collect food and water and, you know, random knickknacks that in here probably wouldn't fit the vibe. So I think I'm going to basically do all the storage and stuff in the stairwell. I will quickly spice up this area, and then we can have just the very last walkthrough. Okay, and there we have it. I have filled out this area, so we've got plenty of storage, plenty of boxes to put stuff in, and just tried to make this area look like a little bit of a collection site. So everything that you might need down here is here, and then it kind of leaves that other space just for living and chilling basically. So we have a bunch of weapons and then all the goods that you might need to survive, and just random bits and bobs just to fill out the space. But yeah, looks good. So I think that'll wrap this one up. Stick around to the very end. I'll do some shots with the ambient music and the atmosphere turned up, just so you can really get a vibe of this place. And yeah, so thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed that one. This one probably is in the top 5 favorite builds that I've done. Just the ambience, the plants, the lighting, the sounds, everything. Just, this is kind of the place that I want to go. But anyway, thanks so much for watching. Discord is on my main channel page. You can find the link there. And on that note, I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you on the next video. See you later.